You may have heard that turtles can breathe through their butts. It is true if you are very flexible in your definition of breathing. Turtles who spend most of their time in the water don't want to have to come all the way up to the surface every single time they need air, especially in the winter. It costs a lot of energy, which they might not be able to spare during the winter when they are basically in power saving mode. Plus, in some places, the surface of the water might be frozen over, so they couldn't even get to the air if they wanted to. So as a backup, they have special cells in their skin that can actually absorb oxygen from the water around them. One place they can do this is in the mucous membranes in their throat. So snapping turtles, for example, can just kind of open and close their mouth to pump water over their skin. But another place is their cloaca. The cloaca is an all-purpose exit that everything comes out of the body through. Waste, eggs, everything. Other reptiles and birds have cloacas too, but for some species of turtles, they get a little extra use out of it because of organs called cloacal bursae. These are basically little sacs that are lined with tiny projections that act kind of like gills, drawing dissolved oxygen out of the water as it flows over them. It's called cloacal respiration, and it's not actually even connected to the respiratory system like the lungs and stuff, so it's not quite the same as breathing, but you get the idea. For our turtles here in North America, it's a very inefficient process, and it doesn't take in very much oxygen, so they couldn't survive on it by itself. But for some turtles, particularly the Fitzroy River turtle and the white-throated snapping turtle, which are both found in Australia, they are particularly good at this and can get around 70% of their oxygen through their cloaca. We talked about this and other cool things that turtles can do, like the snapping turtle's built-in magnetic GPS on this episode of my podcast, so go check this out and follow me if you want to learn more about animals.